Right, hello everybody, my name is Fran Westmoreland, welcome to Live with Prima tonight. So tonight we are going to be creating this watercolour mixed media canvas panel. So you can see we've got quite a bit of dimension going on there. Just hold it in different sides so you can get the gist of what we're making. So this is a watercolour panel. So you can use this as a flat sort of decorative centerpiece if you want, or if you want a really cool 3D canvas to hang on the wall, which I think would look quite cool. You can actually hang it on the wall with these little holes. You can obviously put the wire through and hang it on the wall as well, so that could be quite cool to do. So I'm going to get started. Yeah, I'm going to get started, okay? So hopefully you can hear me and see me okay. Please let me know, as I say, if everything's all good. So I'm just going to move the webcam down for you so I don't get too see it. Okay. Hopefully you can see. Okay, that's good. Right. So we'll be using this watercolour, as I say, watercolour canvas panel. This one is a 5 by 7 inch one, so it's quite a nice little size. The item number, if you want, that is, let me just find it for you. 585693. Okay. Okay, so we're going to be starting off with that first of all. And we're also going to be using these oil pastels as well. Okay, so that's the first step. What I'm going to do is I'm going to put some of the oil pastels onto the canvas, and we're going to make like a nice soft background colour to it. So I've got my water there, my brushes. So I'm just going to be using one of the Art Basics double-ended brushes. I'm going to be using this a couple of times in the show tonight, but obviously I'm going to be using the brush part of it at the moment. So in the watercolour, the oil pastels, you get 24 colours. So you can see you've got a really nice array and range of colours in there. So they are extra soft and water soluble, obviously, as they are blendable with water, and that's what I'm going to be doing tonight. I'm going to be blending them with my water. So I'm going to leave that loose. I'm going to pick a couple of colours to start me off. So I've gone for this olive, yellow orange, and violet. Okay, so you can see the colours of what we've got. The sample is like nice peaches, aqua blues, some purple going on there, so it's like nice rustic and natural colours as well. So that's what I'm going to be choosing. I'm also going to use a little bit of the dark grey as well. Alright. So firstly, what I'm going to do is I'm going to wet my brush just with some plain water. And then I'm going to just wet the ends of the oil pastels. And then I'm just going to rub them onto my heat mat. And then I'm just going to mix water and the pastels. And then I'm just going to start brushing that onto the canvas panel. Okay, so I'm going to go around the sides and obviously the top of the canvas, and I'm just going to do that with each of the colours. So water goes in there. Over. So these are really good, good to use. They're nice and easy to blend. Also, you can use them wet or dry as well. And I will be defining the edges of the panel with these as well. More from the brush. I'm just going to go along the edge as well. So essentially I'm using these as watercolour paint really. If everyone that's watching is okay. Hi Miranda, can you hear me okay? Hopefully you can, because I've asked and no one's come back to me, so I'm slightly worried that no one can read the chat or hear me. So hopefully it's working. I think that's what happened to me. I kind of got booted off, and then I wasn't really sure if it was working when I came back on. Yay! That's good then. I was like worrying to be talking to myself all evening and no one told me. Awesome. Right, so oops, that's going off a bit. So I'm just blending my colours around the watercolour panel. You can see. Just going to put a little purple on the side. Yeah, I think it is being a bit of a strop tonight. Hopefully we can get through the show. Okay. Fingers crossed. Right. So you can see there I've gone around all the edges and the top surface of the panel. They are highly awesome. They're very nice to work with. So what I'm going to do before I just give this a little dry with the heat gun is I'm going to pick a colour. Where is it? That one. And then I'm just going to use the oil pastel dry just around the edge and then just blend that in. So this is just another way of using them. Obviously it's a water blendable, but also you can use them directly onto the surface you're working with, and this is just to give a little bit of definition to the edges and highlight. You can just see that there. It's gone over there with the olive green, which is a favourite of mine. It's probably one of my favourite colours out of the oil pastels pack. Go. On the edges. They go on really easily. Just going to put those on. Okay. Actually, I think that's going to be. No, I'm just going to give that a dry with my heat gun just to be sure before I do the next step. So you will have to brace yourself with the heat gun, I'm afraid. Okay. Right, so my surface is now dry, and I'm just going to grab the orange watercolour pastel out of the pack, and I've got my stencil, okay, and all the details of all the things I'll be using as well in tonight's show will be on the Prima blog and the Prima Facebook, live with Prima Facebook group as well. Because obviously I can't remember all the names of all the products and all the numbers. So if you're interested in anything, you'll have to hop over there. Okay, so the stencil will go on the top of my canvas or watercolor panel. So let's see. Right, so I'm just going to get the orange, and then I'm going to rub that on my heat mat, and just add a little bit more to that just to blend it. And then to make it a little bit darker, but I'll just see how this goes first. I'm just going to use a brush, and then I'm just going to go over the stencil. I've got some details going on, so you can see that is how I've created those nice soft stenciling details there. So this is another way of using the pastels. Oops. They were quite versatile. Now I'm just going to go over, just put a little bit more on up here. I'm just working the brush through the stencil. So you can see what I've created there with the stencil. So I'll just move that aside and just give my stencil a quick wipe. quiet on the chat tonight. Please feel free to say hello. Let me know you're there. Okay. Right. So, what we're going to be doing next. So these are pretty much touch dry, so I'm not going to use my heat gun for this, for drying those. What I am going to be using is some 3D gel. Okay, so this is 3D gloss gel. I'm sure you've all seen shows using this before. Got a nice thick dimensional paste. As you know, it can be tinted with paints, glitters, inks, and mica powders, etc. But tonight I want to use this just on its own, just to give a nice, just kind of just a glossy effect. So obviously it's going to give you the texture. I don't know if the camera will pick that up. That I've used on there, but just a nice glossy texture, but not anything too obvious. So I'm just literally just going to stencil again over the same area. So I've got my little spatula end that I'm going to use. I'm just going to spread through the stencil. Now you've got a really pretty effect. And obviously it goes on white, but it will dry transparent and glossy. So I'm going to go around the edges because I don't want to put too much in the middle of my panel, because obviously my main embellishments are going to be going in there, on there should I say, so it's not really any point in spending too much time on those areas. Good tip as well when using stencils is to just sweep your palette knife or spatula just one way and go slowly. So if you start spreading upwards, keep going upwards. If you start spreading downwards, just keep going down and go slowly as well, because if you start doing all this and you go spread quite fast, it has a tendency to the paste and gel leak through, and you get more of a excuse me, more likely to get the splodgy effect, which is generally not what you want. So I'm just going to do a little bit from the edge. So you can see how nice that looks now. Just using the stencil and some plain 3D gel. Okay, so I am going to just give my stencil a quick wipe, because normally I just leave them and they get all glued up and not great to clean. So I'm going to break a habit of a lifetime tonight and actually clean it as I'm going along. So I'll just pop that on the side. And then I'm just going to get my heat gun to just dry this off. So again, please bear with me. Okay, so you can see some areas have gone more transparent now, obviously, and they will dry naturally. When they're fully dry, they will be transparent. So obviously they are still a bit wet underneath the top skin surface. So what I'm going to do next is using some. I'm using some rub-on stickers or adhesive rub-ons, and I'm going to be doing some foiling. Okay. So that is how I've created the effects on my sample canvas there. Yeah, you can see those the lights bouncing those lines. Okay. So there are obviously, you can just about see there. Yeah, good. Different designs that we've got in this range. You've got hearts and cool borders and flowers and some butterflies. And the words, which are quite nice as well. I've just got some patterned ones. I don't know if these are named or not, but the item number is 971311. Okay, so I'm just practically open a little wooden stick out of them. I'm going to be using this foil as well, which is intergalactic. So you get six sheets. You get a wooden stick there as well. Oh, just so you can see that. Lovely sort of rose gold, coppery rose gold, silver, and just pick that up there, nice gold as well. So these are nice colours in this intergalactic set, and quite versatile as well, which is always good. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to cut a couple of pieces of this off. Okay, so give a bit there. So you just use these by just peeling the back off there to reveal, you can see that, the adhesive sticky side, which will obviously go onto your canvas. So I'm just going to put mine here, where it's a bit more sparse with the stenciling, and then I'm just going to rub it on with my little wooden stick. Okay, so you can see what we have there, and I'm just going to do the other one just on this corner as well, just to fill the gap. Going to get the window. So basically just rubbing off until all the sticky bits off onto the canvas, so you can see that. You can also, at this stage, if you didn't want to put foil on it, you can obviously put glitter on it, or even embossing powder, and that would look quite nice as well. But obviously, I'm going to be using the foil tonight. So I'm just going to get the sheet of that. Okay, so you can see I'm going to be using the rose gold foil. So there's a double, two sides to it. There's like a matte side that looks like kitchen tin foil, and then you've got the shiny side. So this matte, the matte silver side basically goes onto the canvas. Okay, so let's go through that one. Scissors to cut it down a little bit, but anyway. And then I'm just going to rub my stick over fingers on. Okay, and then let's see. Let's see how cool that looks. Okay, so that's just with the foiling technique, as I say, with the adhesive rub-on stickers, which are pretty cool to use. Okay, so what I'm going to do next is I'm just going to pop my canvas safely to one side. Are we all alright, everybody? Hopefully we are. You can still hear me and you're on chat. Let me know, say hi. Okay. So we're going to be adding some texture onto the canvas now. So I keep calling it a canvas, but it is a watercolour panel, so it's canvas watercolour panel, but so give it. So what we're going to be doing is I'm going to be using some modelling paste for this. So get the lid off. This is an opaque matte thick paste that we're going to be using for some texture. So I'm just using an old lid, 3D gel lid, to mix my excuse me, my paste, and I will be mixing it with some of these cute little art stones. So the item number for these is 963 712. Okay, so you've got the mini ones, and you've also got the larger ones, which we'll be using on top of that. But you can see the size difference. Hopefully you can see the size difference there. These are, the mini ones are very similar to in size to the micro beads, the glass micro beads, and obviously you've got these which are more like tiny aquarium pebbles, I would say. So I'm going to be using these anyway, the mini ones, with the modelling paste. Okay, so I'm going to be mixing those together. Okay. Right, so I'm going to get some of my paste. So I'm just going to get a few scoops of the paste into my little makeshift palette, and then use tiny little half stones so you can see how tiny and cute they are, and basically just mix up some texture paste. Okay, so I'm just going to be really careful with this, not to go over the edge too much and get all the little beads everywhere, stains rather everywhere. Got a few more in there. Obviously you can mix the stones with all your the 3D gel and the heavy gel, light paste, and obviously your modelling paste, which I'm doing here. So I don't know if you can see how that looks. Yep, so that looks nice and texturized. So I'm just going to clean the brush all over the place. Okay, leave that to the side. Try to be tidy tonight and keep everything relatively neat, which isn't something I generally do. So you can see around the edges, again this is what I've used here. But for modelling faces I'm just going to be popping on next. That is how I've created that look, and I've also put some on along the sides and edges as well. Okay. I'm getting really cleared up now. Right. So I'm just basically just going to spread on the edges to start with. So I'm using the flat slanted side for this. Of course you can just use the texture side as well if you wanted. Just add in a bit of a pattern, but I just want to use the flat side for now. Okay, so I'm just going to sweep that on the edge as well. Makes a nice crunchy sound with spread it as well. That's fine. I'm basically bringing everything together with the paste and just adding the texture as well. A bit more onto the canvas a bit more. Again, the edge. Spreading nice feature around it, just to give it a bit more sort of depth and interest. Which are all good things. Okay. So let's see what I've just done there. I'm just going to add a little bit more on this corner, and then dry this off. So excuse my heat gun. Okay. So before I dried, what I should have done, what to do was put some blobs of the modelling paste. So I'm just going to go in again, add a little bit more. I'm just going to pop a few extra bigger blobs of it onto my panel, and then I'm going to be using the bigger art stones. Okay, so the afternoon for these is 963705. Okay, so I'll use some of those. You can see they're like, if anybody's ever used baking beans, they're like really, really miniature version of those. I'm just going to pull some out. And I'm just going to tip a few of those into the thicker areas of paste which I've just blobbed on. I'm just lightly pressing them in as well, just tapping the excess off. So again, just using them both together adds contrasting sizes, but nice kind of dimension again to things. Obviously I'm not going to put too much in the centre because my main embellishments will be going in there. I could have mixed them with the paste as well that I put the mini stones in, but I kind of wanted to leave the tops of these sort of all covered by paste, more exposed as it were. Okay, I'm just going to tip those out. Obviously they'll be rolling around, so I'm just going to use the tool to find it out, but I'm get out of my work area. So I'm just going to dry these off just to set them in the paste. nice and dry for my next step. So now you can see that things are taking shape now on the background of the panel. So what I'm going to be using next is the texture brush is set to, you get 4 brushes in this with various, obviously various size brush nibs and various patterns of shaped spatulas. So I'm just going to get those out. So the item number for that is 96386. Okay, so get some more finer nibbed spatulas and a bit bigger one with a zigzag texture tool on the end. But I'm just going to use the brush and spatulas for the next part. Okay, so I'm just going to move this out of the way because I'm getting a bit of a mess as usual. Okay, so I'm using 2 colour paints. So I'm going to be using the Art Alchemy paints. So we've got Opal Magic in blue gold, so it's like a nice pale blue with a gold sheen to it, and I'm using Opal Magic green gold, so again like a lovely kind of pistachio green with a gold sheen to it. So these are acrylic, metallic acrylic paints. Could be used on various surfaces as well, metal, woods, canvases, obviously over your little art stones as I'll be doing here. So I'm just going to get the lid off those. Okay, so you can see what gorgeous colours they are. These are 2 of my favourite colours of the new Art Alchemy paints. Really, really nice. I love the sheen, the golden sheen that you get with them. Right, so I'm just going to get my smaller little brush and I'm just going to go in there and I'm just going to start painting over the texture paste, or should I say the modelling paste, and all the little beads that we've mixed into it, and the art stones as well over there. But once you're painting these as well, you're painting over, the paint obviously picks up on the texture of the tiny little beads that I mixed into the modelling paste as well, so that looks quite nice as well. I'm just going to as well work my brush over the stencil a little bit as well, so that gets picked up, so you can see that area as well. As well, there will be a few loose stones come off the larger ones, but that's fine. just the brush and just drag them off a little bit. No worries. Blending the paint as well, working it in with my brush. And yes, I'm using the same brush to go in with both colours. Yeah. So hopefully the camera's picking up how that looks there. It's picking up the sheen, because there is a serious sheen with these paints. It looks so good. It lost a bead in the pot. I wanted to cover beads as well, and not actually stones. But not on it. So I'm just going to add some green down there. This is such a lovely paint to highlight things as well. So just sort of dry brush over, you know, flowers or metals or whatever you want to highlight. It's really good. So I'm just going to start going around the edge now. Forward a little bit. Just doing a little bit of dry brushing as well. I can't paint upside down, so I'll have to bring it closer to me. I'm not painting all the sides of the canvas, I'm just sort of going over obviously where the paste is and just dry brushing some areas just to make it all blended in, look coherent. Okay, so you can see we've got some serious sheen and shimmer going on there. Okay, so I'm just going to give this a very, very quick blast with my heat gun. give me a bit of a touch up now. Look, I'm not going to do anything. So I'm guessing from a few messages I've had from Carrie that there's been a few issues with Ustream tonight, so apologies for that. Ooh, bit of a shimmer. Lovely. Okay, so I'm just going to pop that to one side. Next, I'm going to get my little egg. Okay, so you can see here I've got a polystyrene or styrofoam egg that I've just pre-painted with, thank you very much Bunny, with, sorry, got distracted, with texture paste, so texture crackle paste that I've just pre-painted, because obviously if I dry that with a heat gun I'm not going to get the same effect because I wanted small crackles. So this was just white texture crackle paste that I used. As I say, just pre-painted that with the styrofoam egg. Okay. So what I'm going to do next, again, I'm going to be using my two Art Alchemy paints. So I'm just going to go over with both the colours just to highlight those crackles. Because obviously if you dry crackle paint or crackle paste with heat gun you get large cracks, or it doesn't crack as well, so I always like to just leave it to dry naturally. So I guess this is kind of going to look a bit like a duck egg when it's finished. So look at this shiny duck egg. Going with the blue now. Actually, rather than doing it the next way, I'm just going to get my knife and just pop that in the bottom there and just hold it and paint it in a bit easier fashion. So it was white crackle paste that I used on my egg. So you can see, hopefully you can see some of the crackles just getting picked up there by the paint. So I'm not going to put this on too thickly because I don't really want to heat a styrofoam or styrene egg because it can go a little bit strange and warped when you use a heat gun to dry them. So I'm just going to keep it kind of quite sparse really. So let's see, crackles showing through. One side of it, totally covered in paint. I'm just going to pop that leg there. Okay. So what I'm going to do next is I've got some worn leather colour bloom, and so I'm just going to give that a shake because I want to just add some more colour and contrast onto my little egg and make it look a bit more natural as well. So I'm just going to spray a little bit onto my mat and my brush. So I might literally going to be dry brushing some colour bloom onto this. So you can see there, I don't want too much, just a little bit of the brown. Just dab it a bit onto my paper there. And obviously because the colour bloom's got a shimmer, you're going to add shimmer onto it, shimmer on top of shimmer. Just by adding the brown onto it, I think it looks like a bit more kind of rustic and natural. So you can see we've got a lot nice waffled, crackled egg there. Also, flip the colour bloom onto it. Just so we've got like a speckled egg. I'm just going to wipe my fingers because I'm covered in colour bloom there. Okay, I'm just going to leave this to one side to dry off a little bit. Some hops out of the way. Everyone see and hear me alright? Hopefully so. Let me know. Say hello. Right. So, for my main feature, as excuse me, you can see like an example, I have got a old ribbon reel that I just painted with normal standard acrylic paint. Okay, so I've just pre-painted this. Obviously I've not painted the bottom because that's going to get stuck on the panel, but I'm just going to be using that. So I'm also going to be using, excuse the fact that this is so tangled up, some gypsy cord. Okay, so I've got two colours there. One is called Naomi, the other one, I forget, as I say, all the details will be on the Prima blog or the Live with Prima Facebook page. Okay, so what I'm going to do is, so this is a really, really nice cord. You've got, it's about 6 different colour strands of different textured cords. So you've got like a softer wool one, more of a paper, woven paper twine one, and they look really nice together, and also you can just cut pieces off to use separately as well. So if you just wanted to put that through like a tag or whatever, same with these bits, you can do that as well. So they're quite nice to use. Because I don't use them in a few different ways. I'm just going to unravel mine. So obviously the colours I've picked out are quite natural. So we've got some purple, lilacs, and in this one we've got some pale blues, some nice beiges and browns, but nice rusticy colours going on there. So what I'm going to do is, oh, looks a bit of a mess. Alright, so I'm just going to coil that around my hand. Yeah, that's quite a good size there. And I'm just going to snip the ends off, put it down there. I'm also going to do the same with this one as well. So I'm just going to use a bit less of that one. And then I'm just going to put these together, and then I'm just going to coil them up. Just tuck that in just to create a little nest for my egg and butterfly. Okay, so it's sort of sticking out a little bit on different angles, but once we glue that down, that'll be fine. So I'm just going to be using my 3-in-1 glue and also my 3D gloss gel as well. Okay, so I'm just going to pop. So this is new bottle glue, and I just forgot to take the little protective seal off, which I always forget to do. Okay. So I'm just going to pop some swirls of the glue on there, and then also just going to blob a couple of bits of 3D gel. This is getting stuck. The 3D gel on as well, just so that keeps everything nicely in place. So the 3-in-1 will just grab it onto your surface, and then obviously just using a couple of drops of 3D gel just really keep everything in place once it's dry. Okay. So I'm just going to coil that around. Just tuck those little stray bits. I think it's nice to have a few trailing bits so it looks more natural. Okay. Glue on my hands isn't a good plan, I'm sticking to everything. Okay. Oops. So next, what I'm going to do is I'm going to get my little egg that I've just coloured through, and that will go sit nicely in the middle of the little nest. So I'm just going to put some of the 3D gel on again and the glue. Best of both worlds. I do use 3D gel quite a lot as an adhesive for things. Okay, so you can see it's looking quite sweet now. Nice little nest. Okay. So obviously the cotton reel will be going onto our canvas. Sorry, I'm just getting all those little stains rolling everywhere. So again, same glues I'm going to use. I'm going to use a nice amount of the fabric pack 3-in-1. It's very similar to fabric pack, and some blobs of the 3D gel, and then a loose stone, and then that is going to sit the middle of the canvas. Okay. You can see some nice colours and dimension going on. Those look like nice airy spring early summer colours. Okay, so I'm going to start putting some of my flowers on next. So I've got a nice excuse me, selection here. So I'll just get those on. So I'm going to be using some of the Tales of You and Me mini flowers. There's no name on this. So. Item number though is 586348. Excuse me. I know, it's really quiet. It's like I'm talking to myself. I don't know if everybody's just having problems or what. It's a bit strange tonight on the chat, I must admit. So feel free to talk to me. I'm getting lonely. So I've also got some more of Tales of You and Me flowers as well. As I say, all the details will be on Prima blog or Facebook site. We've got some nice brown ones. These are 942755. And some more, I think they're vintage Korean ones. Anyway, so I'm just going to get some flowers out. Move a few bits and bobs kind of out of the way just so it's slightly more tidy anyway. Okay, so I'm just going to get 2 or 3 of these little flowers out. Just to the side. So I'm just going to take the larger Coco brown one out of this pack. These are, what was the name of it, isn't it? I'm just going to snip that off. Okay, so that one will go as my main flower there. Matches nicely. These ones are gorgeous with the little beaded centers as well. They're some of my favourites. I do use those ones quite a lot as well. Yeah, I just saw the fibres and I just thought they were absolutely like perfect nest material because I quite like rustic using strings and things, and I just thought, oh, they're just going to be ideal for making making a sort of sweet little springtime nest. It was just springtime really, and like Easter, and obviously they'll say the rustic gypsy cord really inspired me because obviously the colours of as I say, spring, and you know that time of like Easter and yeah, spring. Basically, spring and the gypsy cord inspired me to do something like this. It just all kind of fitted in perfectly, really. So yeah, that was the inspiration behind it, really. And I love eggs as well, so that was a bonus point if I could use an egg on the project. Okay, so look at my rambling. I'm just going to start sticking my flowers onto the egg, and I'm just going to kind of trail them down a little bit onto the canvas. So I'm just going to put that one there. These are nice, kind of got a nice velvety texture to them. So they're really quite nice and tactile as well. So I'm just going to start arranging my little flowers around. This bit always seems to take the longest really for me. You just kind of keep putting flowers here and there and working out where's the best place to have them. So I would say that's probably the most time consuming of a project. I don't know if that's just me or if everybody else has that. I say that problem is not really a problem, but you know what I mean. Thank you for me. So my flower arranging will be a lot quicker than normal tonight. You can see taking shape now. Pop one on that side there. And just on the canvas as well. I'm just going to tuck the flowers in little gaps, corners underneath of the flowers. Just to kind of soften and make things look quite natural. I'm sorry you can't really see what I'm doing, but I can't do my flowers upside down. Okay, so I'm just going to speed up a bit now. Just going to pop one on it. And I've got these like cute little polystyrene ball springs as well, so I'm just going to pop those on. I'm just going to pop one of these on as well because they're like really nice and they do match perfectly. They're kind of like a beigey cream colour with a lovely beaded centerpiece, and so these are from the French Riviera collection. Item number is 586171. Pop that one inside so you can see the centre of that. Some like iridescent beads, so they are really nice. I like those. Okay, so last few little bits and bobs I have got. Hopefully I can find them. Okay. roughly. So this is I think it's Tales of You and Me ephemera pack, and I just want to get a little sweet little bee out of that. I think that would match perfectly. So I'm just going to use one of those. I'm also going to use these butterflies. Okay, so I've just cut those out of this 12 by 12 sheet. Again, that's from the Tales of You and Me collection. The item number is 990817. Okay, obviously double sided, so you've got this vintage floral rose pattern on the back, and I've just cut that way. Yeah. These butterflies out from that as well. So I've just pre-cut those out, as you can see. So I'm just going to glue my little bee on the side, so you can go there. Okay. And I've just got two crystal pins. Okay, crystal head pins, and I'm just going to stick these through the top of the butterfly. Tales of You and Me with the paper collection. I'll just show you the back and the front of that again. Okay. So I believe that came out in January. So the paper and the well, the butterflies are cut from the paper, and the ephemera, which my little bee has come out of, is also from the same collection as well. You're welcome. Okay, so I've just stuck the pin through the butterfly, so you can see that there. I'm just going to stick that and push that into my polystyrene egg. So there you can see we've got the wings suspended in air, nice and 3D, and obviously it secures the butterflies onto the egg as well, so I'm just going to do that with a smaller one as well. Okay. I'm just going to put another one on. Here. Butterflies. Okay, so the final couple of things are using a lot of Tales of You and Me tonight, and this is from one of the stamp sets. So it's a rubber foam mounted stamp, and I'm just gonna use black stays on ink just to pop a couple of stamping details on that, because I just saw this bee and I just fell in love with it, so cute. So I'm just using my finger as a stamping block as well. Just stamp a few little bees onto that, and finally I just on the sample that I've done, I've just dry brushed some gesso onto that as well, onto the flowers, just to kind of tone them down a little bit, and make them all sort of, it softens them a bit really, but I'm just gonna do that later now, because there's no doubt I've overrun. So that is my last step. Okay, so there we have it. Look at catching the butterfly watercolor canvas or watercolor canvas. I will keep calling it canvas. Okay, so you can see all the details on each side there. So has anybody got any questions before I log off? Hope you all enjoyed this evening anyway. For those of you who were able to join me tonight. Okay. Any questions now? Okay. So for Scott, before I go, I just want to let you know that Delaney will be coming up on your next show on Thursday, so that's June the 2nd, and she'll be creating a gorgeous layout featuring memory hardware, metals and findings, plus lots more, so I'm sure that'll be fabulously awesome. So yeah, so you can join her on Thursday, June the 2nd at 6:30 in the evening PT time and 9:30 p.m. ET time. Okay, so that is next live in Prima show, so I'm sure that'll be awesome. So anyway, I hope that you have enjoyed tonight. As I say, any questions, just feel free to ask before I log off. Okay, so we're all good. Okay, so thank you very much for watching, and hope to see you again very soon. Okay, thanks a lot. Bye.